Hey everyone, I wanted to do a haul and a chat video. So I know this is kind of a funky angle, I apologize. I'm getting things resituated on my craft space, and so this is kind of how it is right now. So I went to Tuesday morning this afternoon, and they had a whole bunch of new stuff in. This was back in the back on clearance. This is a planner, and with the pink sticker, I believe it was, I want to say 20% off, so this was $8 for this. It's called a 6-ring planner. It's the Illustrated Faith line, and I'm trying to see if it's, okay, so it's Hampton Art is the brand. So it's got a page of stickers, and then what I liked about it is that it's undated. So this will work for 2019 in the end of this year, and everything seems to be in good shape. There were a few of these different styles. They all had a Bible theme, so at least at the Tuesday morning in Phoenix. So just to give you an idea, and each of these little dividers, I really like this too. They each have a quote, and then like I said, all undated. So I thought for $8 that's a great deal, because this is a nice size. It's not too big, not too small, and let's see, it's a little over 9 inches by almost 8 inches. So I figure it's a good thing to tote around. They also had a whole bunch of We Are Memory Keeper stuff, and the last time I was in there, which was maybe 2 weeks ago, they had some WRMK stuff, but this week they had a whole lot. So if you're looking for craft punches, punch boards, anything kind of that We Are Memory Keepers is known for, they will more than likely have it. They had these types of mats, the glass cutting mats, 12 by 12 for $10. I almost got one even though I already have this one, just because these are awesome. I love crafting on a glass space. I'll show you in just one second the We Are Memory Keeper stuff that I got, but I got 3 paper stacks. I really started looking at scrapbook paper in a different way because I've been using the jelly plates a lot more, and I discovered something really cool that you can do with monoprinting and scrapbook paper, and it started with an idea on Debbie Epps's channel, EPPS, Debbie Epps. She was talking about what to do with scrapbook paper that you don't like, and I thought, well, I have some of that, you know, like usually if you buy a stack of assorted papers, there might be some that you don't even have to dislike it, but you just kind of end up not using it. So even if you buy a collection that you really, really like, there might still be some pages that you don't care for, or that just end up year after year just in your stash. And so I'm going to be sharing in a future video some tips for using scrapbook paper with your jelly plates. In the meantime, I've been looking at scrapbook papers, and if I find a good deal, I'm just gonna grab them if I like even half of the collection. So this paper collection is by Echo Park. It's called Everyday Eclectic. So it has a whole sheet of stickers, really cute. But you can kind of see pastels, sort of a vintage theme. There's definitely like a theme park type thing going on. Old cameras, hot air balloons, a couple of damask prints. I also picked up, this is die cuts with a view. Hopefully that's not too reflective on camera. This has 20 sheets and gold, silver, copper, and rose gold. So it's still glued in, but I'll just show you the cool patterns. Hopefully you can see the detail. So again, I have some thoughts about this one for the jelly plate. So it really was the paper day, because I also went to Joann's and I got some paper there as well. This is by Authentique, and the paper collection is Imagine. This one really caught my eye. It also has a vintage carousel theme park type theme, but check out these patterns. So pretty. So they're double-sided, they're somewhat glossy. I love these. This one has sort of a peacock feather detail. One has a really cool carousel horse. Music background. So this one is so pretty. And so as far as paper packs, I got these too. They had album dividers, so I really just got this for the chipboard, and I also thought these tabs were cool. They have different shapes. There's a flower, scalloped one. It says made to fit the 8x8 totally exposed album. So this is basil. And then I picked up some coordinations, which is called Smooth Texture craft paper. Grabbed their font punch in Elegant. So if you buy their font board, you can make these big letters. I really just wanted the Elegant swirl, so you can punch that out of paper. So I grabbed that, and like I said, they had a whole bunch of this brand. They also had a lot of the Inkadinkado stamps left, so, and these are such a good deal that every time I go, if I see a pattern that I like, I just grab it. I mean, 4 stamps for $1.50. So this has the playing card symbols, and I thought that would be really cute for Alice in Wonderland. They also had this stamp and stencil set by Vintology, and there's this peacock postal stamp that I thought was really cute. Cute little stencil. So Vintology, I'm trying to see, is a Hampton Art brand. I also got some acrylic stamp blocks. You can always use these. And you know, even if you have a stamp platform, I've found that these are still really handy to have a few of these just to grab on really quick and stamp something really quickly if you don't want to pull your entire platform out. Then they had a whole bunch of these as well, the 3M brand. These are the super hangers where you can stick it on the wall and it will hold like pounds of, you know, whatever you need to hang. So, and these can be kind of pricey, so I thought I would just pick up some of those. And then I don't know how to get this all on camera, but they had in the craft section these baskets that are whitewashed, and this one says blooming, and this was $5, so I thought it was so cute. And I know it's a spring theme and everything, and we're heading into winter, but couldn't resist. And I'm always looking for like fun ways to store crafts, and I thought that that was a really cute box. Okay, so next up is Joann's. In Phoenix, we have a brand new Joann's. If you're in the Phoenix area, it's in the Arcadia neighborhood on Indian School. So So today they had a buy one get two free on all their Christmas makers line. So that included ornaments and like craft blanks, but I got these mugs. I'll definitely hang on to this paper they wrapped it in. This is nice paper. So these ended up each being $3.33 because it was buy one for $9.99 and then you get the other two free. So there's that one. Cut and carry Christmas trees. And then this one has these cute red trucks with the Christmas trees in the back. One of their doorbusters today was 70% off of their paper stacks. So I've actually wanted this paper stack forever and I finally grabbed it. I have the 4x6 size, I believe it is, but the 12x12 is different. I mean, it's similar, the prints are similar, but this one has a knight in armor and a horse. And the paper pad discount, this one really grabbed my eye. This was definitely not in the 4x6 with the potion bottles. And it all has this very faded look, almost underwater. The paper stack discount though was on all paper, including their value packs of cardstock, which is great. This one's like looking through an old kitchen window onto, you know, castles, and this has a very medieval. And my last stop was to Jerry's Artarama. We have a brick and mortar Jerry's here. I went in for a jelly printing plate and ended up, of course, spending more than I had intended, but I got some really cool stuff, and it's a bona fide art store. They have art supplies in there. Every time you go in that you can play with, they have paper out, and you can, they have, you know, giant oil sticks filled with oil paint that you can just grab and be a kid in a candy store and play with, and they really encourage you to sample their products. So I picked up some Strathmore construction paper. It was on sale, and because I've been jelly print obsessed lately, I thought that this would make a really cool paper to print on because it's fairly heavyweight. And you know how construction paper usually has almost a furry feeling to it? This is very smooth. It feels like Bristol paper, and I liked the kind of loud colors. I thought that would be interesting, but I really got it for the purple and turquoise. So I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but the purple is sort of faded, and there are plenty of sheets of each, and that really nice bright blue is really nice. So this will fit perfectly, well, almost perfectly, on the 8x10 gel printing plate. So I have a 6x6 by Jelly Arts, I believe. I know that there are, a few different brands now that make them. Even Ranger has a line of gel plates now. And Jerry's, the physical store, used to carry Jelly Arts, and I guess they phased it out. So now they have the Speedball line, and they had all different sizes. So it gives you, there's a guide in here, and then apparently they have a YouTube channel with some tutorials. And of course YouTube is full of good jelly plate tutorials. And I thought that the 8x10 would be great. I'm going to be experimenting with jelly printing and junk journals. If you ever watch Clarity Stamps YouTube videos, she does a lot of scenes, and she'll incorporate her stencils and stamping and make these really cool compositions, and a lot of them end up looking like they could be wall art, or they could make a really great card. They just kind of show you different options for the jelly plate that you might not have thought of. So let's see what else. They had all of their paint sets for 20% off. So if you are a fan of acrylic paint and you also want to try gouache, I've seen some really cool videos on this combo of acrylic gouache, and I don't know if Turner is the only brand that makes the combination. I want to say I've seen a couple of other brands, like maybe Holbein makes a line of acrylic gouache, but I thought this would be a cool way to sample it out. This was their smallest pack of these. And then I just picked up, this is a lot like Ritz dyes, the little packets, but this is by Jacquard. Just got some turquoise fabric dye. It was really hard to not lose control in that store because I hadn't been there in a long time. That was one thing, and then they have so many neat things that you just don't really get to see much in real life. I usually, you know, for art supplies like these, it's usually online that you have to get them. So the General Sketch and Wash, I wanted to talk a little bit about that and the Stabilo All pencil. There has been a lot of buzz about Stabilo All. A week or two ago, I was at the Blick store and I got the Stabilo All black pencil, which should be on my desk, and of course right now I can't find it, but there are some, like on Lifebook and Let's Face It, there are a couple of, you know, multiple teacher classes that come out each year. They've been talking a lot about these water-soluble pencils, and so I picked up the Stabilo All graphite. And so this is, it says right on there, it's a little bit confusing if you look up Stabilo All because there are a few different ones from what I can tell. There's sort of a colored pencil. If you just make sure that it says Aquarelle on it, or just ask someone in the store if they know if it is the water-soluble one. This, by Generals, I think is a very similar product, and maybe the Stabilo is supposed to be a step up. I'm not really sure. Price-wise, they're very similar, and this one is easier to find. Even though I got this at Jerry's, I've seen Generals at Joann's, Michael's, and more than likely at Hobby Lobby. And this I just paid full price for because it's, you get this, you know, a nice little pencil sharpener, a metal one, and two of these which will last a long time. They perform very much the same way that the Stabilo does, and this for the whole shebang is $3.75 full price. I had hoped to find the brown Stabilo because it's really handy for shading faces, but I went ahead and got the graphite. They did not have brown, they had some other colors including black. There is an artist, I'm gonna look it up to make sure. She does really, really cool faces, and she raves about the Stabilo All. So if you're interested in seeing that pencil in action, I'll put her information below. I also picked up this little eraser. You can always use erasers, but I also thought that this would be neat for detail erasing. You can get, you know, kind of under and into some tight spots with this rounded triangle. And I picked up the Lucas brand water mixable oil paint. I just picked up a titanium white because it was on sale and because this is my first color to go. I used a ton of white. I've been working with the Winsor & Newton water mixable oils and they are awesome. I'm getting a little bit better at them, and one one of the things I love, well, two of the things that are great about the water mixable oils versus regular oil paints is, first, you don't have to use any of the really hard smelling solvents like turpentine. You should still work in a well ventilated area, they say, with these. I don't tend to have any issues. There's no strong smell with the paints and the mediums that I work with those. But the Winsor & Newton brand has like an introductory pack of, I believe, 6 that will give you all the colors you need, enough to mix so that you can get just about any color you want. And if you use a coupon at either Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby, it's a great way to, you know, get started with a new medium, just like something like this, where you can get a feel for if you like working with that medium and it doesn't have to break the bank. The mixability though of oil paints versus acrylic is what is really drawing me to it, because it has a way longer dry time. Is really nice when you're blending or you're doing gradients or anything like that. It can be really tough with acrylics because they dry so fast. Acrylics drying fast, there's the good side and the bad side to that. It's great to have them dry fast because you can work fast, you can do a layer, and by the time you're done in this area is dry and ready for you to go over with more mixed media. But the open time of the oil paints is really nice because you can get these awesome blends, especially if you're, you know, drawing an animal or something with a lot of different colors with shadows and light and things like that. These are great, and there's a medium that I haven't tried yet, but that does speed up the drying time. So you still have a lot of open time, but it will help to dry the oil so that you're not having to leave it out for days and days and days to get it to dry, because that is one of the downsides of oil paints, is that it takes a really long time for them to dry. I actually think this one was a Joann's purchase, a pack of their Taklon brushes, and if you have any issues with either carpal tunnel, tennis elbow, anything like that, I've found that these ergonomic brushes with the special grip on it are very helpful. Yeah, the Royal and Langnickel, there are several brands that make these ergonomic grips though. I definitely recommend them if if your hands get sore, if you start having issues in your wrists and elbows. So anyway, you guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I will have a junk journal video up probably right around the time that this one goes up, and I will see you otherwise in another crafted video. Hope you're having an awesome day, and I will talk to you really soon. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.